Hey guys, Joe here, and in today's video we are going to check out 3 dead motherboards, 4 dead CPUs, and what caused them all to die. And you are not going to believe what it was, because quite frankly I didn't either. How are you guys? Welcome back, and before we get going, thank you so much to my new subscribers. I feel I should always thank you guys because you guys make it worth it to me. If I got no views per video, I wouldn't want to make videos. But now we're at like 609 videos, 1,100 subscribers, and I've got no inclination to stop. So as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making them. So go ahead and subscribe. As you saw from the title and the intro, I have 3 dead motherboards, including that one in the bag. That is the X99 Strix, which is under warranty, along with the CPU. Why I haven't sent it in yet? No clue. I'm a lazy daisy. Wasn't feeling good last week. My car's been acting up. Dog ate my homework. I was driving through a tunnel. I can't see you, so you can't see me. You know, the usual excuses. Second motherboard I killed was this one. It does power on, so I'm going to try to save it. This is a Gigabyte LGA 775 socketed motherboard. It has a Q6600 in there right now, along with 8 gigabytes of G-Skill RAM. Something's wrong, so I'm going to try to force a BIOS on it. It will go into at least a BIOS, so hopefully it's not completely dead, but the CPU is acting funny. I'm going to replace it with the original, and I killed an E8400 just trying to test the motherboard. So that's 3 of the CPUs. So you have the X99 6800K, which is in that board, which is a 2011 V3, which is an expensive processor, Q6600 and E8400, which are very cheap. It's the motherboard I'm more concerned about. And then lastly, my BioStar TZ75B. It's not posting at all. It could be the CPU. I'm getting no signal from the CPU right now, and that's kind of what's leading me to think I fried the CPU. The good news is that it's not the i5-3470. It's actually an old i5 or i3-2130 that I was doing some testing on. So I'm going to put the i5 back in this motherboard, and hopefully it'll work. However, I'm not holding out much hope because the BIOS error code readout doesn't even say 00, which it should do if it was getting a fault that the motherboard could detect. If it's savable, that would be nice, because this is a Z75 motherboard, Z77 chipset, basically just without one of the integrated memory controllers. And as long as it works, I'll be a happy camper, because I can put anything up to a 3770K on here and overclock the snot out of it, usually. So we will see when I do some testing on this, and this will be in an upcoming video where I test this one and the Gigabyte motherboard with the other processor. So look forward to those 2 videos coming. And then, as I said, the 4th CPU was the E8400. So you're looking at those and you're going, huh, what's the common factor? Well, here's the thing. The X99 system was hooked up to my EVGA 850 gold rated power supply, which is currently on my 4790K, giving me no problems at all. These 2 motherboards were, well, actually the Gigabyte motherboard was on a 500 watt CX500, and the BioStar was on a CX750. All decent power supplies that shouldn't have caused this failure. And I didn't figure it out. I kind of blame myself, because it's one of those things you don't actually consider. And when the 3rd motherboard went down, and the way it went down made me start thinking that I might have a power delivery problem elsewhere in the line. You ready for me to show you exactly what failed? This is what failed. This is an Ultitech power strip that supposedly has a surge protector. Also has connections for all kinds of stuff. But this power strip has been my main computer power strip probably for 4 or 5 years, and it didn't occur to me that this could be, rather than protecting from a power surge, could possibly be causing a power surge. And yeah, this is what killed those computers, because I'm now plugged directly into a wall socket, and I've had literally no issues with power fluctuations, computer shutdowns, or anything of that nature. I'm thinking either something got spilled on it, which is not likely because I can see inside all the contacts are clean, or something happened to degrade the internals. This thing sat in storage for a couple of years. It sat in a really crappy apartment in downtown for a couple of, well, almost a year. So who knows what could have happened. So something happened to cause this thing to basically, instead of protect my computer, kill my computers. So that's out. And it's kind of also my fault for not using my wall plugs when the construction was done to build my living areas. I have lots of outlets and a lot of really nice outlets, and I just bypassed them. I have 8 outlets literally behind the desk here. So I can actually 10, because I got two 4 connection outlets and 2 plug outlets down here. So technically I actually have room for 10 items. However, I don't ever want to overload a system by doing that. However, they all run up separately to the box, and that also helps prevent some overloading. But I didn't think about it, and yeah. City, you know what I mean? So what am I doing in the meantime? Well, let me put these away first. And by away, I mean under the desk. And I will show you my new temporary test rig. And you're going to see a full video on it because I did a couple of janky things as well as fixed a couple of things on this thing. And you've seen this motherboard before. It was actually in that case, but I'll just give you a quick flyover. So you guys remember this table. It actually is what the computers have been sitting on. However, I'm not using it right now because I'm still using my big screen for my main computer. But what you can see here is the Asus X58 ROG Extreme 3. This was a very high-end motherboard back in the day. I've done plenty of videos on it. Go up there if you want to see. Basically touting the ability to overclock as well as the strength of the motherboard. In fact, when I brutally killed I brutally killed the sound components on this motherboard. I almost said another CPU, but I still have the 970 that was in there and it works fine, or 920 or whatever it was. But this will be the new test rig. It's got a GTX 780 on it. Currently, I'm testing to see what the fastest video card I can put on there. Waiting for my father to get his next AMD card, and then I'll test that too. I do have the world's most jank setup for the Cooler Master AIO I have sitting on there. But this is an old water cooler that I got for free that didn't have any of the mounting brackets. But because of the size of the socket of X58, I was able to mount that down with zip ties. I just got to cut that last one off, and that will be fine. It actually, under full load, 4.5 gigahertz, is running at 62 degrees on the hottest core in Cinebench. So that's fine. 18 gigabytes of RAM, and just your standard stuff. I do need to hook up a DVD drive to it because I got some old stuff on it. Other than that, absolutely nothing fancy, but I will do a full video on what I want to do and why I have different generations of motherboards. So yeah, in a nutshell, that is what killed my computers. It was a stupid thing. I should have realized it. I don't know why I didn't think about it. If you guys are ever running into a weird situation where stuff is just power cycling, especially when you know it's been stable forever, you should check that. I mean, a lot of people suggested the power supply, and I tested the power supply on a lot of different stuff, and it was never an issue. So I was like, maybe it was a fluke with the X99, because I know those can just die randomly. But when a Q6600 dies, and then a stupid little i3 dies, and that's when the old noodle bag up here started thinking. Tomorrow you're going to see video on the car as I'm tearing that apart to get the water pump and all the front pulleys off. Will also be a bit of a how-to guide, and then from there we'll take it from there. It's only going to rain on Saturday and Sunday again, so that video is going to get washed out, but I have the car video from KHAR video from 2 weeks ago, so you may see that. Let me know if you want to see car video, gun video, or tech video next after this one. So that's about it. If you have any comments down below, any questions down below, don't forget to like the video. Give me that big old thumbs up. And as always, I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, if you liked what you saw on the channel here and you want to see more like it, basically look where my hands are, trying to keep them in frame here, but somewhere around here there'll be a couple more videos that you can click on and you can see some more stuff. Don't forget to get subscribed either by the link or down below. Let me know your thoughts on things, and I publish new videos religiously Monday and Friday with bonus videos sprinkled in during the week. That's about it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.